Next up on WTV, the deadline to apply for Fiscal ISD Plus, holiday decorations, and a Spider-Man Ultra fan. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Hey there, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Friday, December 17th, and I'm Cooper RAGLE with today's Daily Update, brought to you by Wingspan TV. There are just hours left for students who want to enroll in the Frisco ISD Plus Virtual Academy that begins with the 2022 to 2023 school year, as the deadline to apply is today. WTV's Trevor Noon has the details.
Frisco ISD Plus is a program that provides two options for the 2022-2023 school year, a hybrid and fully online option. The hybrid option will offer students the ability to take their core classes online, but their electives such as athletics, fine arts, or CTE classes on the FISD campus. The fully online option allows students to take all their classes in an online format. Students will need to go to campus from time to time for science labs and to pick up required course materials, but other than that, no on-campus time will be required. Fully online students will have a certain list of classes to pick from and will not be able to participate in UIL activities or competitions. The information to apply for the FISD Plus program is available through the FISD website. The deadline to apply for this program is today at 4 p.m. Reporting for WTV, I'm Trevor Noon.
The winter holiday season brings out the best decorations for some people, and that's the case for one homeowner in Hunters Creek. WTV's Alyssa Murphy has the story.
This year, home holiday decorations seem to be especially vibrant. One family is starting new traditions with their decorations to host one of the first light shows.
So we just moved here to this community, and I love being in Frisco so much and excited to see all the decorations. And what we really like is adding our own style and flair to things and making things that are custom built you won't see in a store and making it a little bit unique from other experiences people will have.
For CZERWINSKI, it's more about the emotional side of the holiday season that bring people together to see his show and start their own traditions.
What's almost a tearjerker for me is afterwards when you get handwritten cards from people saying, thank you for what you've done and added. That's like a total joy that we really enjoy putting the effort in. The hours and hours here, just one card alone makes up for it so much.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Alyssa Murphy.
The holiday season is in full effect on campus, with choir visiting classes and singing Christmas carols. And there's another club on campus trying to spread holiday joy through their singing. WTV's Sachi Kuchu has the details.
Seeking to spread some good vibes, the a cappella club is hoping to bring some holiday cheer to campus.
As I've grown throughout grade school, middle school, I've seen the holiday spirit sort of die down a little bit because obviously people are going to be so stressed with their grades and all the extracurriculars they have to do. And I think just music is such a big part of everyone's life, and if we can bring in that holiday spirit through music, that's going to impact people and put them in that jolly, festive mood. And I think our whole club is about wellness through music, and it's for kids both in and out of choir, and we can, I guess, together as a singing community, bring a lot of joy to people.
By singing for the school, the club is hoping to expand its reach.
The original plan of our club was to make a lot of recordings, and we weren't really understanding a way to do it in person. It's because we can't really get a place in the fine arts department because we're just a club. So last minute, SHRIYA and I thought if we went in the rotunda and sang some easy Christmas carols that anybody could learn, not only would we bring a lot of people in our club together, but we'd bring some festivity to the school. And we could also put a recording up on our YouTube channel.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Sachi Kuchu.
For most people on campus, winter break will feature time with family and friends watching holiday movies. And for a lot of Red Hawks, the latest Spider-Man movie is on their must-see list. But for one teacher, today's release of Spider-Man No Way Home means a little bit more, as she is the school's Spider-Man Ultra fan. WTV's Kirthi Gumati has the story.
Walk into any classroom on campus and you can probably tell to a certain extent what a teacher likes. For Swapna Gardner, it's Harry Potter, and for Ben Manning, it's Texas Tech. But when it comes to social studies teacher Haley Brown, there's no question as to what she likes. From mugs to posters, Brown is a Spider-Man Ultra fan. And when it came time to buy tickets for today's release of No Way Home, Brown ensured she wouldn't have to wait.
I'm beyond excited for the new one, and I am trying not to get my hopes up about anything. I'm trying to stay completely neutral, and just, if I get a Spider-Man movie, I get a Spider-Man movie.
Joining the Red Hawk staff this year, it wasn't long before Brown had decorated room C108 with all things Spider-Man. From comic book covers to a chair, Brown's love for the character started at a young age.
It started taking off then against her mother's desires and her what she wanted for Haley. She wanted her to be the princesses, you know, Ariel and Cinderella and all those, but Haley fought her tooth and nail and eventually became a Spider-Man fan. I think she still thinks she's going to marry Spider-Man to this day. It started at an early age, and it's been Spider-Man ever since as her main guy.
Over the years, her love for the character has only grown stronger.
In high school, she carried her Spider-Man blanket around to school. It was like her comfort, you know, her confidence builder, but she always carried her Spider-Man blanket. But then at college graduation, on the cap and gown, or the cap, you know, all the people have their little messages on top of their cap. She had a Spider-Man head on there. So it's like she is telling the world that her spider signal, that's who she is, and she still believes in Spider-Man. And I just think that the things she does, she's always got Spider-Man with her, whether it's a key ring or a sticker on her wallet or hanging from her car.
For boyfriend Jeremy Root, a Batman fan, Spider-Man reigns at home.
There's Spider-Man stuff all over my house. She has just as many comic books as I do, so it's everywhere, and there's constant reminders on every corner.
But the characters have had an influence on more than just her personality.
Mary Jane Watson has bright red hair, you know, as is noticeable. Miss Brown has, you know, bright red hair, and I think that, you know, not necessarily getting into the specifics of like the plot and the way that it's influential, all of these big ideas about, you know, bravery and responsibility and things like that. But I think, you know, what's been more noticeable is, you know, just loving something unapologetically without necessarily being obnoxious about it. I mean, you know, it kind of speaks for itself. You know, it won't be, you know, you have any conversation and Spider-Man has to come up. You know, it's just somebody who, you know, indulges in something that they love and something that they're passionate about the way anybody would.
My hair is not naturally this shade of red. There is a reason it is this shade of red, and she is, while Spider-Man is my all-time favorite comic book character, I love all of his memorabilia, she, especially considering myself as a woman, has really led me to become the person I am. She's influenced the way I dress, the way I act, and she especially reminds me to find joy in everything, because similar to Peter, she's faced a lot of adversity, a lot of hardship, and she just continues to love life and smile every day, and I love that about her.
But what may seem like a juvenile obsession to some is fueled by the strong values Brown recognizes in Spider-Man.
He's been an inspiration to me because he reminds me every day to, I mean, with great power comes great responsibility. And so everything that I am tasked with or I take on, I have to remember my responsibility to do my best and make sure that it's worth it for other people. And it's inspired me as a teacher as well. And in a lot of the comics and a lot of Spider-Man storylines, he actually does teach for a while. And it's always his philosophy, especially as a teacher, that people come first, even though he's one of the smartest people in the universe. He's always more concerned about his students and their well-being than do they know every single thing he could ever teach them. And that's really helped influence me as a teacher, remembering that people always come first, academia comes second.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Kirthi Gamadi.
After 18 weeks, the first semester comes to a close today, and that means a 2-week break is about to start. In this week's Real Talk, WTV's Kate Graham finds out what students are planning to do with their time away from school.
Hey Redhawks, it's WTV's Kate Graham with this week's edition of Real Talk. Today I'll be asking students about the holiday break. Do you have any plans over the break?
Yeah, I'm traveling to Mexico. I'm going to South Padre with some family friends.
So far it's just staying home, getting some sleep, and then finishing up my art portfolio.
Does your family have any holiday traditions?
No, but we normally always travel. Yes, I guess it's a tradition, yeah. My family, we always throw like a New Year's party, and we play White Elephant and like a bunch of other games with friends.
Not really. My parents like decorating the house and then just opening up presents on Christmas Day. We always open up stockings first.
What's your favorite holiday movie and why?
Okay, Harry Potter, but it's not a holiday movie. I just think it's like
It's a winter movie. Like, who watches Harry Potter in the summer?
Probably Elf.
Home Alone. Reporting for WTV, I'm Kate Graham.
Even though the semester is coming to a close, winter sports are heating up. WTV's Luke Martin has more in today's sports.
The girls and boys basketball teams took on Independence Tuesday night. The girls had very little trouble as they beat the Knights 48-27. The boys did not have the same success as they took a tough loss by a score of 62-39. Both teams will return to the nest with games against Frisco High, with the girls tip off at 6:30 p.m. and the boys at 8 p.m.
Going into Frisco, I think it's going to be similar to how we went into like Wakeland, Centennial, and all of our other games. Really, it's like ever since losing Journey, it's been more of like learning more about ourselves and kind of finding our new roles. And really going against Frisco, really any other school, we're trying to emphasize preparing ourselves for bigger moments. Obviously, we're not. We treat every single game the same, whether it's Memorial, Frisco, Lone Star, but especially for like games like these where we're, I guess, expected to win, we really don't want to let that get in our head.
The wrestling team will participate in the Santa Slam tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. at Coppell High School. Reporting for WTV, I'm Luke Martin.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. That's it for today's Daily Update. This is Cooper Ragle for Wingspan TV.